Hello and welcome to GS Podium. In this presentation, we will be discussing the basics of asymptotic analysis, and this is just the part 1 of that. Now let's discuss the definition of data structures. A data structure is the organization of the data in a way so that it can be used efficiently. This we came to know from the previous lecture. The important point to be noted is that in order to use data efficiently, we have to store it efficiently. Storing it in the form of array, linked list, graph, tree, or maybe any other data structure. Now, whenever we talk about efficiency, we talk about two major terms. One is time and another is space, because the ideal data structure could be the one that takes least possible time for all its operations and consumes the least memory space to store the data. But the focus throughout the subject would be on the time complexity. It would be on the space complexity also, but more will be on time complexity. Now there comes a question on what basis we could compare the time complexity of the data structures. This is very important questions, that on what basis we are going to compare the time complexity. So the answer for this would be that we will be doing this on the basis of operations performed on them. This we will look at in the coming example. Let's take an example of an array. This is an array that has the capacity to store, let's say, 100 elements, but at present the length of the array is 9. It is storing 9 elements, but the target for this example is that we need to add data at the beginning of the list. Now, in order to add the element 4 at the beginning of the list, we need to shift all the elements one by one just to add one element in the beginning of the list. After shifting all the elements one by one, it is possible to add one element, that is 4, in the beginning of the list, but this is really so much hard. Now let's take an example of a linked list. Linked list is connection between various nodes. Various nodes are connected with each other, but in a linked list we have the address of the next element, which is also connected with the first element. So the address points towards the address where we have the second element. Now if we want to store one element in a particular linked list, we need to link that element to a particular address, and also there is a head pointer that points to the first element. So if we want to add one element in the beginning of the list, then that head pointer will be shifted towards the new element that is added, and the element, suppose we have 1, so the address of 1 will be linked with element number 4. So this element will be connected in the beginning of the linked list. But in an array, we have all the elements connected in a consecutive fashion, in which if the address of the first element is 1000, then the address of the second element would be 1004, assuming that the size of the particular element is consumed by 4 bytes. Now here we can see that 4 is added in the beginning of the list, and the head pointer is shifted from 1 to 4, and along with 4 we have address of 1, that is 1000. Then with the node 1 we have 2000 address that points towards 2, and then we have 3000 that points toward 6. Hence, we can conclude that inserting an element at the beginning of the list is faster in linked list than arrays, because in linked list we have to link the address of the element, but in arrays we have to shift all the elements one by one just to add one element. In this way, we can compare data structures and this will ultimately give up the idea to select the best possible data structure for a particular operation. That's all for today's lecture. Thank you. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel which is GS Podium.